Intro take 2. Started talking, had not hit the record button. Hi, Christina here. I'm back for my second video. First video was recorded back in September of 2017, right before I went to the Flosstube retreat. Made some promises to you guys that I would do follow-up videos. I was going to do some vlogging, and I just didn't get around to it. I did have a great time at the Flosstube retreat. I met some wonderful people. You probably saw some footage from some of the attendees. It was a great time. We had a wonderful time. Julia did a wonderful job at the organizing it and putting that together. It was a fun time. That was in October, and a lot has happened since then. Everything that you saw in that first video, I think it's multiplied or tripled since then. I want to stitch everything. I have changed the different. I'm stitching differently. I've looked into different designers. I like samplers. I've got everything, and I'll show you a little bit of that today. So I intend to, for the most part, stick to Stitch Maynia plans. I'm going to show you all of my projects that I've got lined up. I spent the weekend doing that. Did you see my t-shirt? Yeah. We like tequila. All right. So why don't we do this? I'm going to go through my Stitch Maynia plan. I spent the weekend kitting those up. I had purchased the day that Stitch Niche had market day. I visited them and I bought a beautiful piece of toasted almond, hand dyed by Stephanie. It's this fabric. It's really pretty. Huge piece. And it was wonderful because it truly was an investment, because I've kitted 6-7 projects out of that now, and I'll talk about the ones that I've kitted from it. It's a very neutral fabric. I was planning on doing a coffee tea dye. I was gonna buy just some Monaco. I don't have the time. I'm not gonna do it. So anyway, so I did that, and I kitted a bunch of projects. So, let's go through Stitch Maynia plans. Let me get my little notes here. I already wrote down what days I'm going to be working on what, only because I have some traveling to do this month for work. And so I wanted to make sure that the ones that I had for the week that I'm gone are small enough that I can take with me, that will travel well. And first, I am going to show you, I've already actually put into my travel kit the projects that I'll be working on this week. Very excited about them. Well, first let me show you what I've got here. Christine, Stitch All the Things. Look at this gorgeous bag. Look at that. Can you see that? Oh. Christine, like, I don't know what you do for a living, but you really should do this for a living. Like, everyone at work has been talking about these, and everyone wants one. And I'm telling them that these were like, you only did a certain amount to sell, and you don't do this often. You should do it often, because I can get you some customers. This is such a beautiful bag and so well made. I was so impressed. I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting. Look at this gorgeous thing. It's got these little pockets inside. Look at that. And so what I do is I've got my little, my travel scissors and my needles that go in there. I've got several little projects that are in there. I can fit a hoop or Q-snap, my little felt, and on my little projects, I can even put my glasses in here. It's that big. Such a beautiful bag. I bought 2 of them. So I was at work when she did the, when she posted these on Instagram. As she was posting them, I was refreshing my phone, and I had gotten the time wrong. So for like an hour, I was like an idiot, just, you know, trying to check. And then finally, finally they started coming up, and I had gone to the cafeteria to get lunch, and when I was standing in line, I started seeing the pictures come up, and so I was clicking me please. And so anyway, I ended up getting 2 bags. So here's the other one. Tell me, is this not gorgeous or what? So my Gecko Rouge Gamer Nouveau is all in here. This is the really big bag that she was selling. It's such a beautiful bag. I get lots of compliments. And anyway, so that's that. So Stitch Maynia plans for after I showed you my cute bag. My Stitch Maynia plans for starting day 1. First project is Yellow Submarine. I actually started this already. Oh, I didn't mention, I'm actually going to have 31 projects, 1 per day. It's a combination of whips and new starts. Not 31 starts. I wanted it to be a way for me to touch the projects that I'm currently working on, and then also get in some new starts. Yellow Submarine, if you haven't seen it, it looks like that. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful project. I am doing it on let's see if I can get this to show. It's this gorgeous fabric. It's a hand-dyed fabric, hand-dyed by Stephanie. I went to the North Texas, I don't remember the name, North Texas retreat. And Stephanie was there and selling fabric in a hotel room. It was the funniest thing. I'd never seen that before. And so she's got all her fabric out, and I didn't rush up I didn't get up quick and go to the room or anything. I kind of waited for all the ladies to go, and you know, had I known, my goodness, I would have gone in there and just like taken everything. I ended up buying quite a bit of fabric, but not necessarily in the counts that I wanted. So anyway, this one that I just showed you is a 32 count linen called Valerian Steel. So I'm going to try to tell you the names of the fabrics, but as I go, if I forget one, just make a comment or ask me on Instagram. I post all of my, everything I'm working on Instagram. So feel free to find me there. And then everything that's not in, everything that I'm not keeping in here, I have these huge Ziploc bags from, I think I got them at Target. They're enormous. They fit all of the threads and everything else. Day number 2, I have a new start. It's this stitching sheep. I won this at the Flosstube retreat. I won a lot of patterns at the Flosstube retreat. I'm never lucky like that, and I won a bunch of stuff. It's a Bent Creek. Isn't that the cutest thing? It comes with it came with the threads. It came with the fabric. It even comes with the little, it came with the little, if you can see, the little charm, and then the piece of fabric. So I'll be doing that. That's day number 2. And I purposely chose to leave my bigger projects for the weekend, and then my little smaller, more portable projects for the work week. I haven't been taking my lunch. It's a bad habit. I've been busy, and I've been skipping my lunch. I'll eat at my desk, and I'll just keep working through lunch, and then stitch at home. It's a bad habit. So for May, part of my Stitch Maynia plan is to take my 1-hour lunch. I'll report back. Cross Stitch Nation. I bought this from Gold Coast Stitcher. She now has a online store. It's a heartstring samplery. I bought this one and another sampler from her. I'll show you in a minute. That's part of my June plans. We'll talk about that in a minute. This fabric is the toasted almond that I was telling you about. I bought an enormous piece. I don't even know the size of it. Anyway, I kitted like 6-7 projects with that. All right, I'm not gonna put those back. So that was Cross Stitch Nation. And then I bought this little upstairs downstairs from the Stitch Niche when I went for the market releases. These are just so cute. Ink circles, upstairs downstairs. I think it's the cutest thing. I like all the colors. I ended up, I'm gonna do this with DMC. I think it has the, I think these have the GA. Yeah, I'm DMC. And I've already started this one because who can resist? So I did the upstairs already. Super cute. Yeah, I'm doing all DMC on this one. All right, I'll organize these later. So that was upstairs, downstairs. And then an eBay purchase. So I don't remember who it was on Flosstuber that had the Monopoly board. When I saw that, I was like, what? I love Monopoly. Lots of afternoons spent playing Monopoly with my family. And so I was on eBay. I did a search for Monopoly, and then 2 patterns were there. And I think it started like at $5. And it's an old pattern. It's from like 1984. I didn't think there was going to be much interest, so I put, you know, $6, and then it kept increasing. Somebody was outbidding me, and there was 2 patterns, so I bid on both because I was losing on one and I was winning on the other, and then I'd lose on the one, and back and forth, back and forth. I ended up paying like $27, $26 for it. $24.50. Let me take it out of the sleeve. And I am going to do this. This is going to be my May 5th start. It's in great condition though. I don't know if the person that owned it ever even opened it. And it was purchased at Yarn Crafters in San Lorenzo, California. So it's made its way all the way to Texas. I'm gonna do this on 18 count. I think it's the called for because you want it to be the size of the board, the actual board. So I got the 18 count, nothing special, 18 count, and then all the DMC. So that'll be fun. I'm very excited to start that. And I have a feeling it's gonna be it's not going to be quick. The way I stitch is not gonna be quick. It'll be a while before I finish it. But I would like to get it finished and then maybe do, I think it was Pam Reed that did the, I don't even think I wonder if she ever had it finished. She was going to do her husband was going to build her the table with the glass on it and then sealed so that they could play. I'm going to have to look back at her videos and see. If anybody knows that, leave it in the comments and let me know. Because I'm interested in seeing what happened with that. I wonder if I could get somebody to finish it up for me. The same way, kind of maybe put it in a wooden frame, kind of like a tabletop sort of. I don't know. We'll see. Let's finish it first, huh? How about that, Christina? The next one is Riley Harper, and this one is going to be a new start. This one I bought when I went to see the market releases. I don't think this was a market release. I don't think it's a market release. I'm not sure. I don't keep up with that stuff. It's by Kathy Barrick. You guys have probably seen it. It's got a cute whale on there. Tell me that's not the cutest thing. Look at that whale. I'm going to do this on the same fabric, that Toasted Almond that I was telling you about. It's 32 count. And I'm using all of it's all DMC. I'm not using the, what's NPS? Oh yeah, silk. We're not buying silk. I've never used silk. I'm sure they're beautiful. I have way too much DMC. I was in California for Thanksgiving, and my sister-in-law gave me her stash of DMC, and so these containers right here with the blue stickies, those are full of DMC thread. So that's in addition to everything else that's already kitted. I've got a lot of DMC. problem is that I had to go to the store today because the DMC that was in there wasn't what I needed for my project. So that's all extra stuff that I've got in there. Oh, I'm gonna get so messed up here. All right, that was Riley Harbor. And then thanks to Trisha, 3 Owl Threads. I keep spending money with her. I bought the Welcome, what's it called? Country Cottage Needleworks Forest Banner. Welcome to the Forest. Anyone else working on this one? It's this is a top part of the series. There's a little deer and some other things. So I bought the whole thing, and then she's shipping it out in parts, I guess, as they're coming out. I'm using the same fabric that we talked about, the Toasted Almond, hand-dyed by Stephanie. And then the threads came with the kit that I bought. I wanted the threads, so I bought the specialty threads, and then there's some DMC involved as well. And so that's kitted up, and it's in a Ziploc bag because that's the easiest thing for me to keep track of. The next one that I've got is South Seas Mermaid. This project frustrates the heck out of me. It's such a pretty mermaid, and I absolutely love Mirabilia and Nora Corbett projects. But this one frustrates me to no avail. And I think I know why. The fabric is very similar to the colors of the mermaid tail. And so, so I started her. I got threads everywhere. I started her. It's a 28 count Jade Lugana. I think I got the fabric at on 123. I didn't like this. I started stitching it. I think I was at a retreat, and I wasn't enjoying it. I put her away, and I thought I'll just come back to her at some point. I'm gonna force myself on the 8th to stitch a little bit on her at lunchtime. I'm actually traveling that night to Oklahoma. No, not to Oklahoma. Houston. I'm going to Houston that week. I'm going to try to stitch a little bit on her. She's beautiful. I love the colors. It's just the fabric. I don't know. I'm going to give it another shot. If I don't like the fabric, what I'm going to end up doing is buying something a little bit lighter. Maybe even white. Maybe white. I know. A mermaid on white fabric. Weird. No judgment. So, the next one. Oh, I put 2 projects that are, I think I'm missing a project. No, it's this one. It's this one. This was a market release. It came with the little pins. I have the pins here. It came with the cute little pins, and this is what the pattern looks like. Super cute. I already messed it up. The last time I traveled, I think I was in Chicago last month, and on my way there, I started stitching, here, I'll do this. I started stitching all of this on the plane ride, and I miscounted. But I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that at the time. And then I started stitching the house, and I was like, when I was at my parents', I got halfway through, and when you have color, big blocks like that of color, and it can get boring after a while, so I thought, I'll just leave it, for now. I already know where I'm gonna end, so I'm good. Continue doing the vine across here, and then on the plane ride back, I completed all of this, right? I get to work one day, and this was my little project that I was working on because it was flowing so easy. I was really enjoying it, and it's got really pretty threads. Look at these. It's got these really pretty threads. They're Classic Colorworks. Really pretty threads, and I open it, and guess what? We don't line up. Not only did I miss one of these leaves, but I completely goofed here. I miscounted these. So this should be lower. This should be way lower. And I have to tear them out. Oh, I was gonna fudge it. I do that a lot, by the way. If I mess up something, I'm not going back. If I can fudge it, I'll get through it and I'll move on. You can't fudge this. I'd have to shorten the building. I'd have to make her shorter. I still have to stitch this again. Tonight I'm gonna rip it out so that it's ready for the next time I look at it. Yeah. So that's why it's right here on the side, because that's what I was working on earlier. Anyway, but the pins, look at how cute these are. It's a company called Just Pins. And it came with, the little kit was like $30. It came with the pattern, the fabric. No, the fabric is the same fabric that I was using for, it's a toasted almond. It's the pins, the thread, the pattern, all came in the kit. The next one is Mermaid Fractor. I've been working on this thing forever, and I'm halfway through. And do you want to talk about fudging? Michelle Cozy Egg was the one that enabled me to purchase this one. I'll tell you what the fabric is in a minute. I don't remember what the fabric is. I'll show you what it looks like. It's that Mermaid Fractor, Plum Street Samplers. And I'm sorry if I forget a designer or whatever, just comment and or check my Instagram. Everything's, I tag everything. I put hashtags on stuff. This is what I have. And I got to point some things out. I messed up on, I can't even remember now. I think it's the fish. I might have messed up on the fish. I'm not going to add the 2 fish there because they annoy me. And yeah, I'm not going to add the fish. I might add more leaves, more of these leaves right here. I might add more leaves there instead. I'm not putting more fish in there. They annoy me. And I goofed. I really goofed. There's a fish in here that's really fat. It's this one. I goofed on that one. I'm not going to tear him out. The hair at one point, I had worked on this project for like a month or so, and I put it away because I got frustrated with the hair. I messed up on the hair. I had already stitched her face, and then just whatever. Frustrated the heck out of me. And then I'm using most of the called for threads. It's Weeks Dye Works. If it's variegated, if it's not, I'm just using DMC. Oh, this is going to be a joy to pick up later, huh, guys? Seasons. The next one is Seasons. This is also an old project. I've had this for a while. This is one of my Stitch Maynia starts from 2 years ago. I actually wanted to do each of these as a start, so it was going to be 4 starts, and I only started the first 2. I started the top 2. It's super cute. I'm actually going to do it on one piece of fabric because it's little. I just remembered. I didn't tell you what fabric this was. I don't remember what fabric that is. It's a beautiful fabric. I think I got it on 1, 2, 3 Stitch. Maybe. If you want to know, I'll find out, but just let me know. Yeah, I don't remember. This one is the called for fabric. And like you can see, I only did the top two. So I'm going to do the whole thing on one piece of fabric. Notice I'm off center. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Next up is Angelica. This is a project that I was in Michigan for work, and there is a beautiful store called The Rocking Horse in Farmington, Michigan. Not Farmington Hills, it's Farmington, Michigan. It's a beautiful store. The owner was there, very nice lady. I follow them on Facebook now because I do go up there quite a bit, and so I can visit the store. I haven't had a chance to visit on these last couple trips, but I will in a couple of weeks. I'll be up there. I definitely plan on visiting. And I bought some other things from her, but she had this pattern, or this, it's a lavender and lace pattern called, or stitch, it's called Angelica. And when you look at this in person, it is so beautiful. Those are roses. All of those are roses. It's such a beautiful project, and they had it on the called for fabric, so I bought the called for fabric, and it's 32 count dark cobblestone Lugana. This is just beautiful fabric. Where did my picture go? So anyway, she'll look beautiful there. I'm going to start her on the 12th. That's my 12th project. So she's a new start. I've got all her fabrics, or her threads. Alrighty. Get rid of that bag. And, oh, another purchase from the Flosstube retreat. Leslie, Under the Sea Fabrics, was there. She had just lots of fabric and patterns and things. And so I bought Hawk Run Hollow, Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. I know you guys have seen this this pattern. It's so pretty, but guys, it is huge, 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 huge. So big, so big. And at Flosstube retreat, I sat with the group that I ended up sitting with. They're all people from Texas. All the ladies were stitchers from Texas, and we started a SAL. Now, hopefully I figured out how to cut out copy from the video. So we started a SAL, all of us bought the pattern, and I thought I had this beautiful piece of fabric at home that I could use for this, that I had purchased for the Heaven and Earth Designs SAL, and I think I talked about it at I paid for the SAL, and then I didn't like the SAL, so I ended up buying the fabric and this little spool of thread that I never used for anything, and I just kept collecting the patterns and I never used them. So anyway, I didn't like the SAL. But the fabric is so beautiful. It's called, and I'm pretty sure they still sell these, it's called True Color Specialty Hand-Dyed Fabrics, Graziano 32. Anyway, it's a beautiful piece of fabric. Let me see if I can show you. Look at that. And someone asked me on Instagram today. I'll see if I can comment. I'll remember to comment on there. Hopefully you're getting the color of it. It's just this gorgeous burnt, like, I don't know. I can't describe it. I'm not good with that. I'm not good with words. But it's a beautiful piece of fabric. So I'm stitching Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow, and I actually already did finish the first piece of it. It's huge, guys. It is big. Look at that. It's big. And so for Friday the 13th was, April the 13th was Friday the 13th. I decided to bring this puppy out again and then start the next square down. which is the one with the, I have a thing for mermaids. I love mermaid patterns. It's this one right here with the mermaids. So I started the little birds up at the top and the little flag of the boat. So what I'll do is on the 13th, I'm going to try on the 13th of every month going forward to bring this out and work on it. This is a lot of fun, and it's a beautiful pattern. I don't think I'll be buying any more of the Hawk Run Hollow. They're just so big. They're so big. They're really pretty, but they're so big. Okay. That was the 13th. The 14th, I have Bless Our Home. You guys have seen this. Chelsea and Priscilla started a sale. And I bought this from Trisha. I'll show you. I'm not going to take it out of the plastic. You guys have seen it already. It's Bless Our Home. I've seen some people do some really pretty conversions. I've got all of the threads. I've seen people do some really pretty conversions, changing the colors of the house, changing the colors of the roof. Someone talked about doing a Texas flag instead of this flag. I'm not as passionate about Texas, so I'm gonna do that. But I was thinking of changing the color of the house though, because I have a red brick home. I think I might, instead of doing this blue, I'm gonna find some pretty red. I think I have some specialty floss left over from something. I might do that instead of the we'll see. We'll see when we get there. But anyway, I've kitted it up. So that's that. Bless Our Home was on the 14th. That's a new start. On the 15th. So Christmas. We did a gift exchange at work. What is wrong with this hair right here? I got curly hair and then one straight hair. For Christmas, we did a gift exchange at work. And I talk of nothing but cross stitch at work. All day. I talk about my trips to Hobby Lobby. I talk about my stitchy friends. I talk about posting things on Instagram. Some of my coworkers follow me on Instagram. Some of my coworkers may be watching this. And if you are, hola, I actually want to put together a little stitching class for said coworkers. There they are. And there was a sale at Hobby Lobby not too long ago, and they had these cute little patterns for like under $1. So I bought those 4 coworkers that, you know, ask me about my stitching all the time. I don't know if they do it just to be nice or if they really care, but anyway, I bought 4 of them, and so I'm gonna put together maybe a margarita night and pop out the margarita blender and invite them over for some snacks and stitching, and teach them how to cross stitch. High hopes. Anyway, we had a gift exchange at work, and since I talked so much about cross stitching, I ended up getting this cute pattern that is totally me. I'd agree with you, but then we'd both be wrong. So I'm definitely going to stitch this up, and that's my 15th project. This is a new start. I haven't opened it yet. And she not only gave me this, she gave me another one that's like a kitty project. And then she gave me like a bundle of floss, DMC floss, just beautiful colors. And so that's now part of my Stitch Mania plans, is this pattern. I'm going to stitch it, and then once I'm done with it, I'm going to post it at work for everyone to see. But it's totally me. And the next one is on the 16th. This one is a tribute to my little niece, who on the 16th will be 11 months old. I bought this pattern at, I don't remember the name of the place. It's outside of Austin. Needleworks in, you guys will have to help me out. It's outside of Austin. It was right, as I was going to the Flosstube retreat, I stopped there to meet up with some of the ladies, the local ladies. And we met there, and I ended up having burgers with them, and before we went to the hotel for the retreat. And so this is one of the purchases I made there at Needleworks. And at the time, my niece had just been born. She was a few months old, so it was in October. She was born in like June. And this just reminded me of her, just chubby and hair sticking out like that. And so I want to stitch this for her. It's little. I mean, it's not a big project. And so what I'm going to end up doing is once I finish that, I want to put her name over it and then her date of birth under maybe, and then have it framed for her room. And I only started it. I did the bottom part of it. It's a cute little pattern. It's tiny. It's nothing major. So I'm going to try to finish that. I'm going to work on it. I'm not going to try to finish it. I'm going to try to work on it. Maybe I'll give it to her for Christmas. We'll see. She won't know. I can give it to her for her 5th birthday. She won't know. Don't tell her. Oh, you guys, I'm making a mess. After I spent 2 days putting everything together, kitting everything up, putting it in a box. You guys are worth it. Next. So one of my other eBay purchases is I bought 5 or 6 Barbara Ann Designs patterns. Guys, I got these for such a great deal. They're all Biscornu. I've never made any of these. This one's the summer Biscornu. It's got little crabs, birds, sunshine waves, and like watermelon. It's the cutest thing. I'm not going to do it on anything fancy. I just had this like Ada that I bought at a, I think I got it at Hobby Lobby. So anyway, this was an eBay purchase. I got 5 of these patterns for like under $10. And each of these were purchased at the Silver Needle in Tulsa for $9.50. And I got them 5 of them for $10. Love eBay. I stopped looking. I actually stopped checking. I don't check anymore because I just became an obsession. I should show you how much stuff I bought there, and I just so bad, you guys, so bad. My neighbors are making noise. Another market purchase, Ose Can You See? That's going to be my Friday. It's Friday the 18th. You've seen this before. I'm gonna use the same fabric. Oh no, I know what fabric I'm using here. So from this project from Millicent, I had a bunch of fabric that was extra, and Stitch Niche cut it off for me and then gave me the little roll. Ended up being perfect for, actually it's a little bit bigger than I need for this. So I'm going to use it to make the little drum. I want to make the drum. This kit is so cute. It comes with, the only thing that it came kitted with is obviously the pattern, and then it comes with the velvet that goes with the drum, that goes on the drum. I'm gonna try to finish it. What I might do is between the 2 that I showed you on the wall, those need to be finished, and then when I finish this one finished, and then the Keeper of Pins, once I finish all of those, then I'll sit one weekend and finish them all. If I do one at a time, I won't get to it if I leave them for one at a time. On the 19th, so I ordered some fabric, I said earlier, on Etsy. It's gridded fabric. It's just a 13 by 54 inch piece of 25 count Easy Count, I believe, which Easy Count is the one with the 10 by 10 squares. The one that I'm using for Gecko Rouge is 20 by 20. which is fine too. But I discovered my new love for 25 count fabric, 1/1. I think the coverage is perfect, and I'm enjoying it. So I want to do this project in that fabric. So I'm gonna wait for that to arrive. So that's why. So I have this project for the 19th. So hopefully by then this fabric will arrive. If not, then I'll just push it back and then pull something else forward. But this, oh, isn't she gorgeous? I don't know how to say the name. It's a Heaven and Earth Designs ornament. Ornaments are the ones that are small. She's going to be, I believe, she'll be 7 3/8, 8 by 8 on 25 count. So, but look at these colors. I'm really excited about that one. I've got all her threads ready, so hopefully that fabric will come soon. I just ordered it on Friday, I believe. On Friday? No, I ordered it yesterday. So if it doesn't come, like I said, I'll push it back and then start something else. On that piece of fabric that I ordered, I also want to restart Faces of Fairy, which is also an ornament by Heaven and Earth. This one. Faces of Fairy 132. Isn't she adorable? Look at all that. I love the green. And I've actually already started stitching this on a different fabric. I'm not enjoying her. I was doing her tent stitch. I had this fabric that I dyed for another project, and I absolutely hate what it looks like. It's not even worth showing you. It's ugly. So I'm gonna wait for that other fabric. I'll use this fabric for something else. Maybe I'll do one of the Biscornu or something on this, because it is pretty. It's a nice. I dyed it myself. It's Ada that I dyed myself, but I don't like it for this specific project. I like Ada. I don't mind Ada. Just the full coverage stuff, I just don't care for. I don't care how it looks. So that's going to be on the 20th. And then on the 21st, I have Leilani. Leilani is a free pattern from Nora Corbett. You can get her online. Just look her up. Leilani. Oh, you know what? I don't have... That's how you spell it. Leilani, the Hula Dancer by Nora Corbett. Just look her up online. I am doing her... Remember I told you guys about the fabric that I bought on at the retreat, Stephanie? Hand-dyed by Stephanie. I bought a lot of fabric from her. She has some cute stuff, man. She has some beautiful, beautiful fabrics there. Look at how cute that is. Anyway, one thing I regret on this one is that I wish I had done her skin 1/1. But I will, I'm going to chug along. I'm going to finish it. I don't care at this point, but it's kind of late in the game. I didn't realize that most people did that. I didn't even think about it. And so anyway, she's so pretty. So I'm going to finish her up. She's got lots of beads in her too. But she's super pretty. Look at the fabric. Oh, this fabric is not even turning up right on the... It's so pretty. So I'm going to bring her out again. I get burnt out sometimes on these projects, and so I put them away, and then when I see them again, it just reignites the love for them. So I want to take them out and play with them. So I am doing her... most of her is DMC. I did buy the specialty floss, Tequila Sunrise. Can you see that? Karen, what is this? Wildflowers. Spearmint. Bittersweet. Some pretty colors. And, I don't know, kelp. And then, of course, she's got lots of beads. Everything else is DMC. And the fabric is called, if you're interested, it's hand-dyed by Stephanie, linen, 32 count, Fathoms Bellow. I try to keep these tags because I'll always get the random question about what fabric I used. So just ask if I missed something. This video is going to be super long, and I don't know how to edit any of this stuff, so bear with me. The next one, Swirling Flowers, you've seen this already. I already started this. This is one of my Stitch Maynia starts from before. I know you've seen it before. It's a Rosewood Manor. Actually, no, you haven't seen this before. And it wasn't a Stitch Maynia start. I bought this at the Stitch Niche not too long ago. I bought this like a year ago. And the fabric is gorgeous. Look at this fabric. I was channeling my inner Gerald Ginger Stitcher. Is that what his name is? He did the Crowns of the Kingdom, I think. Crowns of the Kingdom? Yeah, on like a blue jean fabric. And so when I saw this fabric from Hand Dyed by Stephanie, I had to have it for this project. So I'm going to do this on that. And I got the called for fabric, or called for threads, all the specialty threads from the Stitch Niche. It's Weeks Dye Works. I have them all here. And then the fabric is called Winter Solstice. If you're interested, it's 28 count linen. You'll notice that I stitch on, to me, if it's pretty, I'll stitch on it. I don't really have a preference on 32 count or 28 count. I like 32 count, I think, more than the others. But if it's this, I will stitch 28 count. It's fine. So that's the Winter Solstice. So that's Swirling Flowers. And that was on the 22nd, 23rd, Angel of Hope. I actually started this one already. It was a project that I bought on eBay, or pattern that I bought on eBay. You have probably seen her before. Oh man, I hope I have a picture. She looks like that. And I did something weird. I bought pink fabric from Hand Dyed by Stephanie at that retreat that I told you about. Sorry about all the noise. And I was wanting to get, what I was in the market for was 40 count fabric. That's what I really wanted, because I wanted to try it out. And the only piece of fabric that I could find that was 40 count was this pink color. So I already started her. This is the, that's what that is. Can you see her? There you go. She's really pretty. When I saw the pink fabric, I was like, oh, okay, well maybe I can dye it or whatever. I'm not going to. It's actually once the Angel of Hope is on there, the pink will kind of recede to the back, I think. I don't think it'll be too Pepto-Bismol. If you're interested in the fabric, if you like that, it's 40 count linen. Elizabeth, I'm doing this 1/1, and I actually really enjoy it. I'm enjoying stitching 1/1. I was actually working on this at work. I took this to work on my lunch hour. I was doing this. I think I've only worked on her at lunchtime. I don't think I've ever worked on her here at home. So she's a very portable project. It's on an 11 by 11 Q-snap. She's been very, very enjoyable. So, and I just remembered I had her this weekend. When I took everything out, I started going through stuff, and I found things that I hadn't even touched in a while. So it's nice to kind of bring those projects back to the forefront. The next project on the 24th is Cherry Blossom. I'm actually almost done with her. I just have her, it's Miss Cherry Blossom by Mirabilia. A lot of you have seen this. She is so beautiful. She's so beautiful. And she's on an enormous piece of fabric. I don't remember the name of the fabric. If you're interested, let me know and I will get that for you. It's in the bag somewhere. I'm not going to bother looking for it right now. But I just have her, I need to finish her. She is almost done. Look at that dress. She's almost done. I've got to do her shoulders, parasol, and her face. And this one I am going to do 1/1. 1/1 skin. I'm most definitely going to do that for this one. Oh, this is going to be a pain in the ass to put away. Everything's everywhere. Cherry Blossom. On the 25th, I have Snowman. This is another pattern that I won at the Flosstube retreat. It came with all the threads, all the called for threads, and then and the pattern, obviously. And can you see it from there? I'm not going to take it out of the plastic. Can you see it? It's really cute. And I'm doing it on the 20th. I'm going to start working on it on the 25th because Christmas in May. It's a long shot, I know, but the fabric that I'm going to use is this one. Now, I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure about the fabric yet because I've got one of the threads in it is green, and so the fabric is green. So either I switch out the fabric to something blue-ish and then use this, or switch out the thread for something blue so that it shows up on the... I haven't decided that yet. Those are decisions that we will decide later. But this was another purchase from Hand Dyed by Stephanie. It's a 32 count linen enchanted Glen. It's really, really, really pretty. We should just do a show and tell of just fabrics. I really need to sign up for one of the Fabric of the Month clubs by either Leslie or Stephanie. I don't know where I would put all this stuff though. I think I'd have to get storage space somewhere. Another one that I'm working on. Okay, so then on the 26th, which is Memorial Day weekend, 26th, 27th, and 28th, I'm working on projects that are patriotic. Because it makes sense to me in my mind. One of the projects that I'll be picking up again, I already showed you this one before. This one I started with Stitch Maynia 2016, I believe. I started this project. And then I'll be working on this one on the 27th. This is a Lizzie Kate, red, white, and blue. Super cute. And my next one for on the 28th, since I'll be off from work. This one it's a Mill Hill kit, and it's got some beads and things. It's Sweet Liberty. It's super cute and patriotic. It comes with the little button. It's adorable. The 29th, I have a project that was gifted to me by Vanessa, my new friend from that I met at the Flosstube retreat. We've actually seen each other several times since then. And she had this extra kit of Our Lady of Guadalupe. And in case you weren't aware, I'm of Mexican descent. So I absolutely love her, and I'm going to stitch her up. I have her, the fabric that the kit comes with, it's a kit. This is a kit. Comes with threads and all of that. The fabric that it came with, I think, is blue. And I actually bought another piece from Stephanie from that retreat that I went to, and it's blue and pink. It's got light blue and pink tones to it. I'm going to use that fabric instead. I actually already started it, but I only put like 2-3 stitches into it, so I'm not going to bore you with showing you that. The next one I've got is Antique Animal Sampler, and that'll be on the 30th. I think I've showed you this one before. take this out. It's Elizabeth's Needlework Designs. You've probably seen this before. Super cute. I don't remember where I bought this fabric. I think it's something that I got at Hobby Lobby. I think I got it at Hobby Lobby. It's just their natural color Jobelin. I think it was Jobelin. And then on the 31st, we have Gamer Nouveau. I already showed you the bag that I keep it in. So anyway, I'll get back to this one. I love this pattern. And I started working on the first page of it. I've done, I believe, about half of the top half of it. I'm getting bored out of my mind with the blue-gray. So I moved to the bottom where it's got some orange and of this like ribbon that goes across. So I'm going to pick it up at the end of the month. I kind of need to put it away. I've been working on it for too long. And this video is going to be super long, and I'm very sorry. The other thing that I'm going to be working on in June, I don't have threads for this yet, and I don't have fabric yet, but I jumped onto the Eliza Bell Cox 1832 sampler bandwagon, and there's a group for this hosted by Gulf Coast Stitches. Anyway, I told you she has a shop now, and so I bought this one, and I bought Cross Stitch Nation from her. Victorian, I don't remember the name of the woman that does this. Victorian Motto Sampler Threads is going to do the special threads for this. I think the called for is silk. I'm not going to tell you silks. And so anyway, I'm not going to spend the money on the silks, but she's going to do the 46 count fabric, and she's going to dye a lot of, she's going to do the threads. And so I've already put my name on the order for those, and very excited to start that with a bunch of stitchers. And that is coming up in June. I think you just need to put yourself on the order for the threads if you want them from whatever her name is. I don't remember her name. Sorry. Victoria Model Sampler Threads. I'm sure you can find it in the group. If not, if you want more information, ask me. Put it in the comments, and I'll give you the information about the group or whatever. This video is super stinking long. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Stitch Mania, here we come. I might record again in June to do a recap. I have ideas of other things that I want to do. I don't think I'm going to have the time. I wanted to vlog every week and then upload a video at the end of the month with every week's progress. But I don't think I'll do that. If anything, I'll come back in a month and we'll talk about what happened and how it went and all that. So anyway, I'm interested in seeing your plans, what you're doing. Post it on Instagram, post it on, do a floss too. Why not? Anyway, see you guys next month. Bye.